It seems we're going to explore today the likes and dislikes of subterfuge. Or we'll explore the black and white of gray. The spokes of a wheel. The spokes of a wheel must be present in order for the wheel to turn, to not collapse upon itself. We as infinite presence, we are not the wheel that needs spokes in order to roll, in order to not collapse upon itself. This presence is spokeless, speechless, containerless, and at the same time appearing as a wheel and all of its spokes. But never ever becoming that, only appearing as that. Appearing as a wheel with spokes. And yet, not being touched by it, not being altered by it, not being changed in the least by the wheel and its spokes. The wheel speaks through its spokes. This divine infinity seems to collapse in on itself as form takes shape. And it does not ever collapse. Itself never collapses. The endearment toward ourselves as this divine infinite presence, this endearment toward this one self strengthens the spokes of any perceived wheel. The endearment, the honoring of the one true self has each and every spoke of the wheel remain intact and strong and dependable. With focus or attention being put on just the wheel itself, the wheel, becomes weakened. that as long as there is clarity about what we are, this one divine self, that wheel can remain strong. It will roll wherever we want it to. We can depend on it to the extent that we depend on this one divine self. The strength of the wheel depends on the strength of our attention to the divine self that we are. There is no more lucrative venture than to maintain, sustain, and allow attention on the one divine self. The entanglement that comes when attention is given to form, the wheel, that entanglement is the weakening. So if we want to strengthen an aspect of our lives, doesn't matter what it is, from the smallest to the most, to the largest, from the less intense to the most intense, if there's something we want to strengthen or bring into this formidable reality, then let us approach it from the divine infinity that we are, so that the strengthening can occur. Rather than focus on the form itself, we focus on the infinity from which it comes. We can ask ourselves as infinity, how would you like this to manifest? Show me the way, dear, dear infinity. Show me the way to strengthen this desire or this action or this whatever. Show me the way to strengthen it for the good of all. For the good of all. Not my way, dear infinity, but yours, only yours. A prayer to oneself, one's true divine self. Show me the way to see clearly for the good of all. So let's take a few moments to be with this prayer and to be grateful for what is given. And when we feel complete, open our eyes.